SUGEE people, welcome back to SUGEE Kansai podcast. I'm Fristi Tanya, and today we will talk about tips and tricks on how to learn Japanese fast and pass the JLPT examination. Oh, so it will be really useful for SUGEE people who are trying to pass the Japanese proficiency test. And let's check it out, SUGEE people.
Welcome back to SUGEE Podcast.
So SUGEE people who doesn't know about the JLPT is Japanese Language Proficiency Test, and it consists of 5 level of Japanese abilities. It's called N1, N2, N3, N4, and N5. And the lowest level is the N5, while the highest level is N1. And let's go to how to pass the JLPT first. So the maximum scores of JLPT is 180. It consists of three sections, language knowledge that consists of vocabulary or grammar, and then reading section and listening section. And the range of scores of each section is 0 from 60. Also, they have the rules for determining the pass or fail of the examination, and the rules is different on each level. For example, for N1, the highest level of JLPT, you should pass 100 points from 180 out of 180. So if you pass the overall marks above 100, you can pass the examination. But there's also the minimum pass marks on each section, that is 19 points. So for example, SUGEE people, if you got 110 points but your reading section scores is really terrible, below 19, so you won't pass the JLPT. And for the N2, the overall pass marks is 90 out of 180. So at least you should pass the 50% of the questions of the examination. And the sectional pass marks is 19 points. So you should pass each section more than 19 points. For the N3, the overall pass marks is 95 and the sectional pass marks is 19. As for N4, the overall pass marks is 90 points and sectional pass marks is 38 points. For the vocabulary, grammar, and reading. As for listening, the sectional pass is 19. So for example, if you got the overall pass points is 100, it's already above the 19, right? But you got the listening score 18, below 19, so you cannot pass if you got that kind of thing, that kind of points. For N5, the overall pass marks is 80 out of 180, and the sectional pass marks for language knowledge and reading is 38, while for listening is 19. And the above standard is already adopted in the beginning of the July test on 2010. So what you should do, SUGEE people, to register for the JLPT. So at first, you should check out the Japan Education Exchange and Services, or JEES website, for the first for checking the schedule of the test. So the first test will be in July, while the second test will be in December. And then you should sign up on my JLPT on the GES website and apply via the GES website, and you can pay the application fee, and then you can read the test guide and fill the application form, and then you can pay it by um, credit card and waiting for the your application to be approved, and then you will get the test voucher from the GEES, and then after that you can uh, take the exam. But don't forget to bring your um, card, yeah, your examination card. Don't forget, because they will check it. And next, on how to learn Japanese fast. As for me, there are no exact shortcut to learn Japanese. So, SUGEE people, if you want to pass JLPT, you should learn. Okay. So I will give a little bit tips on that. For example, for the listening section, you can like watching anime or drama to get your ears to get used to hear Japanese, and then try to watch it without subtitle, and then you can also hear the Japanese songs and get used to of the songs and the pronunciation and something like that. And then as for kanji, you should write the kanji until you remember the strokes. So for me, I learned like one kanji one day. So that's my target. And you should prepare rightly before the examination. I usually prepare 3 months before examination, so I already make sure everything is prepared. And as for the grammar and vocabulary reading, you should learn from the book. So buy the book, buy the practice books. There are so many practice books out there, and the most famous one is the Nihongo Somatome. I really like this book because they give the like weekly exercise, thing like that, and that's on because they give us the weekly exercise, we can like measure our progress each week. That's all for today podcast episode, and I wish you good luck if you want to take the JLPT exam. So get people, and if you're really interested on our works, please visit us on SUGEE.jp. Don't forget to subscribe so you will never miss an episode. So we have our podcast published on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor FM, and another website. So please subscribe, and then see you on the next episode for more interesting tips, tricks, infos, and stories. Thank you for today, and goodbye, SUGEE people.
Thank you for listening to SUGEE Podcast. Subscribe our channel and turn on notifications. We provide services for businessmen and professionals who work in Kansai. Arigatou gozaimasu.